Okay, so I'm going to give my real thoughts and opinions about what I think Elon Musk is doing so far as is he doing a good job with Twitter and all of that stuff, right? And, he's unbanning a lot of people. And, there are people that think he's doing a good thing, and there are people that don't trust him. And I fall into both categories, to be honest with you. I don't trust him, but I do think he's doing a good thing. So what I have to say basically for this whole video, I'm going to explain my viewpoint in terms of why I have that stance, right? Why do I feel that even though I can't trust him, I do think he's doing a good thing? Basically, I've said this before about Elon. I know his background. I've done research. I've heard a lot of evil things about him. And I don't trust his SpaceX bullshit. I don't trust Neuralink. I don't trust a lot of the things that he's doing, because Neuralink is basically going to be, turning humanity into a true slave society if he can get the chips in everybody, right? But as far as Twitter and what's happening now, the reason why I think it's a good thing is because he's trying to give people what I would say, if I had to be honest, and the way I see things playing out, one last gasp, one last chance to express yourself and to get as much of whatever information you want to put out there about what's going on in the world, what truth there is, right? And this is, it's funny, right? Because even though he may be behind the scenes doing evil things, in the public eye, if you don't really know his background, if you don't really know his upbringing and, the evil demonic things that have happened with him, then you're going to look at what's on the surface, right? He's doing this with Twitter. He's doing that with Tesla, this, that, and the other. But he's giving people an opportunity to express themselves, right? So what I would say is put whatever negative views you have on him to the side just for a second, or for however long this quote unquote free speech lasts, right? And use his platform to get whatever information and viewpoints and knowledge and whatever you want to talk about out there to as many people as you can. Take advantage of the opportunity, right? If you really don't have a favorable view of him, if you really think he's evil, then use his platform to your advantage, right? You can't just blanket look at somebody and be like, okay, even though he's doing a good thing, I hate him, so I'm not going to take advantage of this opportunity, right? Do the best you can with what you got. And again, I'm not telling anybody to trust him or to look at him in a good light or anything like that. You can maintain your views about him all you want, but use his platform if you really do feel that way about him, right? Use his platform to your advantage and make the most of it. That's what I truly feel about it. Now, I personally haven't used it that much, and I don't plan to anytime soon because I just don't. I haven't really felt the need to, but if I get big enough and I feel like I need to use it as a way to communicate with the mass group of people, then I'll use it. But right now, I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel it's worth my time, to be honest. I used to have an old account that I used to use, and I was on it all the time. And at that time, I was active, and I was always saying whatever I wanted on there. And that was back before Elon Musk took over. But now, I don't feel it's as important to me, but it is important. And I do feel that at some point, it's going to be useful to me. And it's going to be a way for me to express myself and get my viewpoints out. I did make a video talking about it before, and I said I was going to start using it more, but I really haven't. And it's because I don't really have followers on there. If I had to be completely honest, I had a few people follow me, and I decided to put it back to zero because I was like, all right, let me just start from square zero. And then if people start coming again, then, because I think some of the people I had on there, either they weren't talking to me or I don't know why. I don't know why people follow and there's no interaction. If you're gonna follow, say something, have some interaction. I have my DMs open, right? But if you're just gonna follow me, just follow me. What's the point? What's the point? What are you following me for? That's the way I feel about it. But if you're gonna follow me to interact and to actually have a conversation, then yeah, go ahead and follow me, right? And then we can talk and we can do whatever we do on there. But long story short, I think he's doing a good job on banning a lot of people. I still think he has a lot of work to do. He's talking about some amnesty or some shit like that. It's going to let more people back on. That remains to be seen who he lets back on. But I will say that I don't really know how much I care about this, but him unbanning Alex Jones, I think, will be a big deal. There are other people too, right? But mostly Alex Jones, I think, because that's the one where people, that's like, I want to say the benchmark for him, where they're like, all right, if you unban Alex Jones, then you're proving that you really are about free speech. Now, regardless of whether he does or doesn't, he's already said he wasn't going to. Maybe he'll change his mind. I don't know. But whatever the case is, I can't say he's fully free speech because there are still people that are banned that shouldn't be banned. So until he unbans those people, it's hard to say that he is fully free speech, right? So there are still things that even he himself regards as speech he doesn't want to see on the platform. And from what I could tell, at least with Alex Jones, it wasn't a big deal what Alex did to get removed from Twitter. He should be allowed back on, from my understanding. Or at the very minimum, have some kind of, I don't know, hide his tweets or some shit. But he shouldn't be removed from the platform according to Elon's rules, at least the way he has them now. So, long story short, he should at some point bring him back. And then people will probably trust him more. But regardless of, the things he does behind the scenes, at least with Twitter, I feel like it's going in a generally good direction. And to sum it all up, what I will say is take advantage of the platform and communicate with as many people as you can. Get your message out as best as you can, because I have a feeling that at some point it's going to get censored again. Everything's going to, like right now, the pendulum seems to be swinging towards freedom of speech and more positive things, right? But it can just as easily swing back the other way, back to tyranny and censorship. And there's still a lot of it out there, right? If anything, I believe that Twitter is one of the few places that you can express yourself freely. And I'm talking about the big platforms like YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and all these big platforms, right? I feel like Twitter is really the only one that you can be as expressive as you want to be, at least for now, right? But at some point, I feel like they're going to come down on him and they're going to try to censor his platform and put rules on it. They didn't do it before when Jack Dorsey was running it, but they'll do it now, right? Because they don't like Elon. It is what it is. But all in all, I still think all of this shit is a show. It's all a game. Elon's playing his role. He's a puppet just like everybody else. That's what I truly feel. He may be playing the good guy role, but that's the whole point of being a puppet, right? He's still playing his role, just like everybody else. Like Apple's going after him. They're playing the bad guy role, right? They're the bad guys. But whatever the case is, everyone's playing their role in this shit show we call a reality, we call the world, we call the earth. Whatever you want to call this reality, dimension, matrix, I don't give a fuck what you call it. It's all bullshit. That's the way I see it. But take advantage of the bullshit while you can, because eventually there'll come a point where it's probably not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to be as expressive on that platform, and it's because of the government. They're going to come down on them. That's the way I feel about it. But anyways, I've said enough about this. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.